It is so good to be back amongst racing fans. Season 8 of TNT is underway. The Gen 4 cars at the Nashville Fairgrounds with Noah Belleville, last year's 4-time winner, taking point to the inside with the 99 of Jacob Prince on the outside. An 8th season. Can you believe it? An 8th season of racing, an 8th season of action, and we're about to go green. The green flag is out on the 8th season of TNT. Let's go racing! Jacob Prince to the point, the 99 on the outside with Noah Belleville to the inside. Racing Ricky in the house. Recently texted him during the Chili Bowl. He knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who happened to be racing at the Chili Bowl that night. Ricky, I hope the guy who knows a guy who knows a guy knew some people that did well that night. Let us know. 99 on the inside line. Jacob Prince down and away leading this race. Noah Belleville behind him in the number 41 Office Depot Chevrolet, and in the number 2 Drip Diecast and Collectibles Dodge Charger. Gotta love that chrome blue deuce. Your season 4 champion. How about Thomas Andrews in the house rocking the top 3? And if you've just tuned in, you have not missed a thing. Got some friends in the house. Normally we'd be talking football tonight too, but it's playoff season. I gotta find some other sports to put on. I think the Australian Open might be on. Shout out tennis fans. Brooklyn's Nick Pressey in 4th. He's rocking the Drip Diecast and Collectibles logo on the top of his car. Toby Estes to the left-hand side. Ricky says he knew 3 guys that raced in Tulsa a couple of weekends ago. Was it a couple of weekends ago? I don't even remember who won the race. I just remember sitting in the Discord chat with the rest of the boys, just watching the hell out of these races. We're just having a great time. I don't know. Oh, there goes Tom Sears. I was going to say I don't know anything about dirt racing, and Tom Sears doesn't know anything about pointing the car in the right direction. And Cody Riggs is going to join him as well in the number 3 Budweiser Chevrolet, but we stay green. The 2-time TNT champion. He knows it damn well more than I do. I'm not going to say anything else about that. This man knows a thing or two about racing these stock cars. Toby Estes looks like he's also gone around as well in the number 8. He's backing out right into traffic. But one of the Bluegrass Bandits in tonight's race gets it going again from the same town as Cody Riggs, Greensburg, Kentucky. And shout out Cody Riggs rocking the Rick James logo on the left-hand side of that Impala. Cody Riggs running 25th out of 27 drivers in this field. How do you like that? 27 drivers in this TNT field. And right now it's Noah Belleville who's leading them all. That pass happened on lap 6. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, man, these cars look alike. Well, of course they look alike. They're both Office Depot paint schemes side by side, just flying down that front straight. And that's Belleville making the pass for the lead. I got a smile on my face just thinking we're in our 8th season. That's unbelievable. That's fantastic. Nick Pressey trying to make the move on Thomas Andrews into turn number 3. This is the view from the left rear quarter panel of the Blue Deuce. Justin Shoup sitting behind Thomas Andrews from the 5th position. The pride of Bealton, Virginia, one of the many ENEA faces that are in tonight's race. Emily Seeger cheering for this ENEA face that's in tonight's race. Matt Seeger, who raced less than half a season in ENEA last season, and he came away with a victory ENEA rookie with a victory? Are we going to see a TNT rookie with a victory? Imagine that. One car down to the inside, incredibly slow. Is that the 48 of Tristan Catania? And it is Tristan Catania. As we have royalty in the TNT chat tonight. Aiden Norman in the house. And I'm cool. If you're cool, I'm cool. And that's what's up. Aiden Norman, the 3-time champion, by the way. The most successful driver in TNT in what will be, at minimum, the next well, not 6 seasons, but for at least the next 3 seasons, Aiden Norman will be the most successful driver in this series because he just won the last 3 championships consecutively. Tristan being told to move out the way by one of, you could say, the Bluegrass Bandits sitting at home. Landon's in the house. What's going on, Landon? Landon, who Landon loved talking so much smack about Aiden last season. Just now, in all respect, obviously. Aiden being the 3-time, winning 8 races, by the way. Make no mistake, he won half of the races in season 7 on way to his 3rd consecutive Thursday Night Thunder championship. And it's almost like when a driver starts winning too much, fans start to turn on him. It was the same thing here, except all the drivers started to turn on Aiden. But you got to give it to him. You can't hate a man that's going to come in here and win 3 straight. It's just insane. And Aiden, correct me if I'm wrong, did you win the championship in your rookie season as well? Because that's just even more impressive. One rookie that's looking to get some of that success in at least these first 16 races. The KC from KC, Connor Cordes from Kansas City, Missouri, in the house. One of 2 Kansas City natives. And the other guy sitting right ahead of him, the fan of the LSU Tigers. One Seth Wansing sitting behind Tommy Withers. Let's go on board with the 9. Season 4 champion Thomas Andrews being overtaken by Justin Shoup coming out of turn number 2. And the pride of Bealton, Virginia, coming to the Nashville Fairgrounds, already rolling up to the 4th spot. Dale Markowski, he's one of the rookies, not from ENEA this season. The number 33 Tracker Boats Chevrolet coming up behind the 4 of Connor Cordes, and the Reese's Chevrolet is going to say hi to the fans coming into turn number 1. He's now going to duck behind the double 3. Tommy Withers holding down the top lucky number 13 drivers, and the back end of the Dirty Dozen. Seth Wansing running in 12th behind one of those ENEA rookies. We're going to be talking about these guys all season long. I don't think there's been a TNT season where we've had such a large rookie class coming from one league itself, as Tommy Withers decides he doesn't want to race on the outside anymore. He's going to open up the outside line to 1 double 3, Dale Markowski. Markowski's going to tuck behind that number 6. He's going to come out of turn number 4 with a great run into turn number 1, and the 33 now sitting in the 13th position. That's rookie Markowski getting around Season 4 Daytona winner Tommy Withers. Steven Oberstadt in the number 38 Mossy Oak Chevrolet. He comes up behind Nashville's very own Ryan Pennell, the number 12 Kodak Dodge. Big fan of Ryan Blaney, big fan of the Georgia Bulldogs, doing awesome, actually. Sitting in the 9th position. the Season 4 Talladega winner. Having a good race behind no longer a rookie. And I think he's been with us for a few seasons now, but you got to give it up to JK3. Jimmy Kerr III sitting in 8th right now. Now, the largest gap on the racetrack sits between Jimmy, who's almost lost it, and Ryan Pinnell behind him in the 12, wants to get to the inside, and Kerr opens up the door for a pass. Pinnell sticks it to the inside. He's going to give it just a little slide out of turn number 2. And the native of Nashville also opens up the door for Seth Wansing to the left-hand side of the 7.5. Wansing in the chrome-wheeled LSU Chevrolet. Coming up behind the 1-2. At the front, Nick Pressy's working his way through the field, and the native of Brooklyn in the 9.4 drip die-cast car gets around Justin Shoup and stays there. Tom Sears on the outside now, the two-time champion running in the 26th position. 1 lap off the pace. And if you're new to TNT, it's Gen 4 Series. We run Gen 4 cars with Gen 4 rules, with a little bit of a twist. The lucky dog is in effect for every race this season. So the first car 1 lap down will get their lap back. Last year's rookie, Christian Withers, took the yellow stripes off the back end of his 69 Valvoline Dodge, and the Sears machine will now come into pit road. He went around out of turn number 2. With a big slide out of turn number 2. A little bit of damage there on the 69, but he looks like he's just going to take the opportunity to come down into pit road. Withers racing out of Japan. I think he's what? He's in some sort of armed forces in Japan. I have no idea. I don't know. But he's in 27th now, so Tristan Catania no longer dead last and doing his home state of New Jersey more proud than he was a couple laps ago. Noah Belleville running away with the lead now, relatively speaking. He's only 1 second ahead of Jacob Prince in the 9.9. This ENEA rookie having a fantastic race in these first 37 laps of the season. We've gone green so far. If you've just tuned in, you have not missed a thing. JP in the 9.9, Jacob Prince running 1 second behind this guy here, Noah Belleville. Never run a single full-time TNT season. He ran part-time last season and came away with 4 wins. A part-timer. And I think in his rookie season, he might have even won a few races as well. So he's always been talented. He just hasn't committed to a full season. So now the question on everybody's mind this year, will Belleville finally run the full season? I'm anxious to find out. One driver in the field from Nassau in the Bahamas, Elrich George in the number 40 Dodge Dealers Charger. Sits ahead of Richie Catania as the frame rate drops to ridiculous levels. 2 cars deciding to play tag on the outside. Was that Ryan Lindemann in the 5-1? And it was Lindemann. He's got some heavy damage. Ryan Lindemann and Brennan Stauffer, 2 TNT rookies, crashed. Have a look at Stauffer in the 1. Looks like Lindemann just stopped on the racetrack. So Lindemann, Stauffer comes away without a scratch. But what happened to Lindemann? Lindo, as he's known in other circles, gets right ahead of Tommy Withers. Withers gets right into the back end of the 51, and the Virginian, the season 4 winner, gets into the 5-1. And look at Stauffer just avoiding that one. But let's have another look at Lindemann. No caution called, interestingly enough. Oh, the 6 just lifts the 5-1 into turn number 1. One more look. Slow it down here. And you're going to watch the 6 car just get right into the back end of the 51. Lifts him right off the ground, and the caution does come out after this crash here. Looks like Christian Withers might have had incident again. This is on lap 36. These are drivers coming down pit road under caution, and Withers just coming to a halt. Christian Withers related to Tommy Withers, who's also in this race. Two other brothers that are in this race. Richie Catania in the 2-4, Tristan Catania in the 48. Noah Belleville still has the lead. He hasn't come down pit road yet, or has he? He did. He pitted on lap 42, so he's currently leading. So we're going to let the drivers take their first caution of the season. We're going to take a break with them as well, fans. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back in 60 seconds with more TNT racing from the Nashville Fairgrounds. Going racing once again. I have no idea why it says Nashville Fairgrounds here. And is the caution still out? Did they wave off that restart? And they definitely did, as the pace car comes back out one more time, I think. Or did it just come down pit road? In any case, I have no idea why it says Phoenix Raceway instead of Nashville Fairgrounds, but it says that. We're clearly at Nashville Fairgrounds, and you know what? It's my fault, but I'm not going to admit fault just yet. I'll just blame the technology. Green flag is out, 47 laps complete. Caution is out for the second time tonight on lap 48. One of the Bluegrass Bandits, Cody Riggs, not having a good time. Just going around out of turn number 4 with a heavy slam. Comes back onto the racetrack and nowhere for Michigan's Terry Freer to go. He gets right into the number 3 of Cody Riggs, and that's some bad luck there for Terry Freer. Bad luck for Cody Riggs, too. Let's ride on board with the driver of the 3. On board with Freer. Connor Cordes running in the 14th position after that caution. Nobody choosing to come down after that most recent yellow. Noah Belleville still hanging around in that second position. Doing good so far. See if we can bother the 41 for a quick word. Noah Belleville, Rick James up top. Can you hear me?
I got it.
Well, rookie, which you haven't run a full-time season yet, so can we still call you a rookie? I have no idea. You won 4 races last season. I think you've led the majority of the laps tonight. You started on pole. Is this going to end in position number 1? What's going to happen tonight?
I haven't been a rookie since the Heat days, but it's been going so far to plan. Jacob Prince is pretty quick. I've never raced him before, but he's showing up pretty strong, so try to hold him off, but I feel pretty good. It was really tough to get around him on the bottom at the start of the race, so if I can just keep it in the middle, I feel like it'd be really tough for him to get around me, because the bottom just ain't it, Chief.
All right, we're talking about to the middle, but how about that groove? Is it going to creep up the racetrack with more guys going higher as the race goes on? The sun still has to set. The track's going to get cooler. Where's the grip going to be when the checkered flag flies?
Yeah, I don't know. I noticed in practice that the high lane started to kind of come in a little bit, so it is a good possibility that when it gets to the end of this race, we could be running the wall.
All right, we're looking forward to it, man. It's been a great show so far, buddy. All right, keep the shiny side up, and hopefully we talk to you at the end.
Yep.
Lights are out atop the pace car, so we're going to go racing this time by. 54 laps will be complete of the scheduled 180. And the front row sits exactly how it was when the green flag flew 54 laps ago. Noah Belleville to the inside, Jacob Prince to the outside. Tommy Withers also in the same position he was when he started this race, running in 15th. Austin Mongold in the number 30 AOL car running 19th. John Honeybrink running 17th all the way at the back. Field mixed with some cars that are still a lap down. Green flag is out, and we're racing again at the Fairgrounds. Ryan Pinnell ahead of rookie Matt Seeger. Pinnell in 8th, Seeger in 9th. Seth Wansing behind Matt Kent. And there's a big crash at the back. Look at Connor Cordes involved. Elrich George has been involved. Briley Wright caught a piece of that in the 2.9 and the 2.0 of John Honeybrink. Also involved in this one, Michigan's Terry Freer also caught a piece of this accident. Let's see what happened. Just squeezed between the 4 and the 2.9. Dakota Long voicing his disdain for Connor Cordes. And once again, let's see if we can get a shot from up top. And it just looks like the 4 of Connor Cordes came down on the 86 right when he got involved. Let's have a look from the 4's point of view. With Briley Wright. Riding on board with Terry Freer. John Honeybrink. One fast repair allotted to these drivers tonight, and a lot of those guys are going to have to use it. You can tell John Honeybrink has used his for sure. Terry Freer, just some scrapes and bruises on his race car despite going over on his lid. Noah Belleville, unbothered. Jacob Prince, unbothered. Nick Pressey, unbothered. How about Justin Shoup? He's in the mix, in the top 5 as well. Shout out Buellton, Virginia. Thomas Andrews, the Season 4 champion, doing well. Matt Kent, Seth Wansing, up 18 places from where he started. This guy hasn't raced TNT in quite a very, very long time, but we're so glad that he's back. And he's doing that Tigers paint scheme proud. How about Matt Seeger cutting it up in the top 10? The rookie sits 9th. Dakota Long not cheering for that many drivers coming from ENEA over here, and he's excited to see other drivers succeed tonight. Noah Belleville in that 41. Sitting in the pole, Jacob Prince to the outside. Justin Shoup rolling in 4th. Green flag is out. And a big wreck. Austin Mongold piles into drivers on lap 65. Dakota Long cheering for Brennan Stauffer and Master Flex in the chat as well. And Brennan Stauffer, good to see he's got some fans here, but the 30 of Mongold just piling into some competition. Let's see what happened here. Cody Riggs got involved. Looks like he's loose out of the corner. Oh, everybody checks up hard. Seth Wansing slow on the inside. Briley Wright involved again. Elridge George involved. Tristan Catania hard on the brakes. What happened to the 9? Oh, he just lost control. Everybody checks up. Mongold gets barreled into by Riggs. Catania goes in the air. Christian Withers involved. One more look from the outside. That's unfortunate. His first race back in months, running in the top 10. Just loses control. Pinnell can't help but just get into him. Look at that, just getting sailed into the air. Christian Withers with an unintentional shove. Nowhere for the 69 to go, and Wansing is messed up. Mongold seemingly getting some of the least damage in that AOL number 30. Y'all remember AOL? Being so excited when the thing said, "You've got mail." That was dope. I like that. Belleville leading this race. Jacob Prince in the 2nd position. Nick Pressey rolling in the 3rd spot. Drivers not coming down on lap 68. Everybody's still staying out. We're predicting about 55 laps on a green flag run with the tires. Cars can go about 80 on fuel, but we'll see what's going on here. And it looks like they are going to waive the restart for next time around. Prince in the double 9. Currently sitting in the 2nd position. Let's see if we can have a quick word with him. Jacob Prince, Rick James up top. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Sitting in 2nd right now. You are a rookie in Thursday Night Thunder. You started second. You're hanging on with the other Office Depot car, so you got kind of like a office supplies partnership at the front of this one, while Brooklyn's Nick Pressey still hot on your heels. But so far, so good. We're approaching halfway, if my math is right, and you're sitting here just doing your job, man.
Yeah, been a smooth night so far. Got to have a little bit of a battle there, and I'm hoping we can get some more green flag racing in. You know, it's really, to be a driver's track, it's really even right now out here. So just trying to pace myself, and as long as I get a top 3, I'll be happy with it.
Dakota Long sends his regards. Just before you go green here, one last question before the flag flies. Can you beat Noah Belleville?
I'd like to think so. You know, I don't have much experience in these cars. This is really the first meaningful race I've ever ran in these, so we'll see what happens.
Best of luck. Green flag is out. We're racing again. Jacob Prince in the second position behind Noah Belleville, still leading this race. Pressey sitting in third. Matt Kent in that 5th position. How about rookie Matt Seeger on the outside of the Season 4 champion, Thomas Andrews? You got to give it up to him. Doing so well in these cars. Seeger in the 16, sitting right there behind Matt Kent in the 6th spot. How about that rookie in the 213 Simware machine? Dominating this race so far. Long saying the 16 is slow. He should stick to heat. So far up to 6th right now, just one spot outside of the top 5. Tom Sears, and the caution is out again. One driver has crashed, and it's the Bahamas' Elrich George in the 40. Let's see what happened to the Bahamian. John Honeybrink looks like he was also involved. And it's rookie Brennan Stauffer that's been involved. This is some laps earlier in that number 1, but let's see if we can find out what happened to rookie Stauffer. Oh, he's drifting out of turn number 3. Nowhere for John Honeybrink to go. Not John Honeybrink, I'm sorry, Jimmy Kerr. Stauffer just loses control, and around she goes. So Elrich George still with a wrecked race car there. Noah Belleville leading this race. Jacob Prince sitting in second, and Brooklyn's Nick Pressey rolling in third. 77 laps underway in this race so far. Fans, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more TNT racing from the Fairgrounds. Getting ready to go racing from the Fairgrounds. Still trying to fix the screen that says Phoenix Raceway, but I'm going to get this fixed one way or another. But let's go back to racing for now. We've got 101 to go. How about 3 wide out of turn number 2 on a restart, and there goes Connor Cordes again. Cautions breeding cautions. Cordes gets sailed into the air, and the yellow flag is out for the 6th time tonight. This is a TNT record. Couldn't tell you the last time we had 6 cautions in a race. And I genuinely mean this, and I struggle to think if we had more than 6 cautions last season, and I really do mean that. Obviously, it's a lot of cars on this racetrack, and it's a lot of opening race jitters. Let's see what happened to the 4 of Cordes. Oh, he just gets slammed right to the inside. Christian Withers in the 6'9", puts him right into the air. But where was the contact on car number 4? Oh, it looks like it would have been netcode with Seth Wansing. Check this out again. I just don't know what kind of contact was there. Let's try and just get another look. Maybe something closer here that'll show us if there's just some light between these cars, and that angle's not even close enough. All right, let's try the chopper cam here and just see where there's daylight between these race cars. No, there was contact. The number 4 does come up out of the corner. Have another look. But the question remains, who's got the line? Is it the 9? Is it the 4? Just looks like the 4 just might sail up out of turn number 2 and just get right onto Seth Wansing's bumper. I'm not sure. Let's try chopper cam again. That'll tell us. You know, it's hard to tell, but it does look like the 4 just comes up out of the corner onto the 9 of Wansing. I'm not sure. Who knows? Did I say we're halfway in the race, by the way, earlier? I lied. If you don't know by now, I can't do math. So halfway is what, lap 90? Yeah, halfway is lap 90. 6 cautions so far in the season opener, and that's definitely got to be a TNT record for some distance so far. Grandma Jeannie's in the house, too, and she's rooting for Noah Belleville, who's leading this race. Jacob Prince is on the outside of him. Justin Shoup behind Prince. Matt Seeger, third on the outside lane, and 3 ENEA rookies running nose to tail as the green flag comes out. Two-time winner last season, Toby Estes in the number 8. He's behind 2-time champion Tom Sears, while Matt Kent gets to the inside of Matt Seeger. Lapierre's Terry Freer slow on the inside of turn number 1 as the cars sail to his outside. Connor Cordes on the outside of the 86, who's loose coming up off the corner. Thomas Andrews trying to gain just one more spot on that 20 of John Honeybrink. Those two side by side through 3 and 4. Andrews is loose. Stoffers gets into Andrews. Caution is out, and the 48, the 30, the 1, all of them involved in the 7th caution of the night. Andrews gets loose out of 4 and goes for a ride. Have a look. Dale Markowski with nowhere to go. The Season 4 champion just puts 2 wheels on the apron. Markowski gets up behind him. Not a lot of damage for the Tracker Boats machine, but I want to see what happened with Austin Mongold and the rest of the crew over here. Oh, Mongold just blinks at the wrong time, right when the 48 of Catania gets into the one of Brennan Stauffer. Check this out. They just accordion right there, and Briley Wright sails on by. Christian Withers looks like he's in the pits as well, just trying to get this race car repaired several laps down. Noah Belleville still leading this one. Nick Pressey rolling in the 3rd position. We're going to let the drivers do their thing. We're going to do ours. They're going to take another break, and we're actually just going to stay right here. We're just going to try and fix this screen that says Phoenix Raceway. Hell or high water, I'm getting this thing fixed, fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. How about that? Now the screen says Nashville Fairgrounds. Check that out again. Oh, it's beautiful. I can fix anything. I'm fantastic. It only took 93 out of the 180 laps to finally get that fixed. I hate technology. If you've just tuned in, it has been a caution-filled race. Very, very, very unlike TNT. As this number climbs up, I become more and more certain that we haven't had as many wrecks in the previous season, and I really don't think we even had 7 crashes in 16 races in Season 7. But here we are tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds, and the Gen 4 cars involved for 7 yellow flags tonight. But the front row is one constant that remains throughout all 94 laps of our little event. Both Office Depot cars, in the correct order, still remain on the front row of this restart. Noah Belleville to the inside of Jacob Prince with these gorgeous machines about to take off again. We're on the back 9. Green flag is out. Seth Wanting in the LSU number 9 sits ahead of Briley Wright, the native of Greensburg, Kentucky. One of 3 Bluegrass bandits in tonight's race. The other 2 bandits having less fun. Toby Estes one of the bandits, I'm sorry. It's only Cody Riggs. Toby Estes is fine. He sits to the inside of Matt Seeger. Cody Riggs, on the other hand, has been involved in a couple of crashes tonight. Dakota Long asking who's my pick to win, and honestly, this guy in the 4-1. Noah Belleville, winner of 4 races last season, as Matt Seeger, one of the rookies, gets out of sorts on the inside line. Emily Seeger's in the house tonight. She's cheering for Matt. How about Withers? Tommy Withers in the 6, giving it a bit of a tail whip, and there's a big crash. It's Markowski involved. How about Freer? The 2, the 24. Everybody's involved in this one. Caution number 8 in tonight's race, and we were doing so well too. We're on the back 9 though. It'll be less than 80 laps to go. when we finish tonight's festivities. When we get racing again. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's see what the hell happened to Freer. Oh, he wasn't even a piece of this when it started. It starts with Steven Oberstadt. Nashville's Ryan Pinnell also got involved too. Let's see what happened to the 1-2. Oberstadt in the 38, Pinnell in the Kodak machine. Gets right into Oberstadt in turn number 3. Bounces off of Withers. Seth Wansing collects him as well, and Richie Catania says, I'll play 2. Let's go on board with the 12. On board with Oberstadt. Let's try that again. Let's go on board with Steven Oberstadt. Not really a good angle from any way you look at it. How about Cody Riggs getting away from that one? Let's go on board with the 3 car. Look at that, just slicing right through them. One more time on board with Riggs in the 3. Just sliding right through, and it's moves like that that earn Cody Riggs this season's first Cold Trickle Move of the Race award.
Ice cream.
Shout out Cody Riggs. Shout out everybody in Greensburg, Kentucky. Shout out Smokey's Bar that closed some time ago and nobody told me. But some great stories about that place as well. The place that I've never been. But talking to these guys, you definitely know a lot of stories about some funny people in Greensburg. So shout out to the Bluegrass Bandits. Grandma Jeannie says she's never seen so many wrecks. She says, calm down. Noah Belleville's grandmother is losing it as the green flag comes out. Shoot to the outside. And Belleville's going to blink. Shoot. Is he going to cut right in front of Pressey? He's not. And they're already wrecking again. What in the world is going on here? Thomas Andrews right on the restart. Let's see what happened to the 2. The 2 gets lifted. Did Prince also catch a piece of this? The 2 looks like he gets into Freer. Prince goes for a turn because of the contact from Freer. Mongold and Seeger involved. Stauffer just gets right through. What is going on with these cars tonight? And then, after this unfolds, Austin Mongold catches a piece of this. Oh, he puts 2 tires on the apron and gets turned by the 16 of Seeger with nowhere to go. Caution is out again. My apologies to Grandma Jeannie in the house. She wants the boys to calm down, and the boys are playing way too rough. It's only race 1, you guys. We've got 16 races in this season. Noah Belleville still leading the way. Brooklyn's Nick Pressey up to the 2nd position. I haven't talked to this guy on a race in a very, very long time. The man from Brooklyn, Nick Pressey in the house. What's going on, man?
Good evening, Rick. How are you this evening?
Speak up, boy. The fans can't hear you. I'm doing fantastic. You're running in second, though. You're having a good race so far, but do you have anything for the 41?
Well, first time I get to restart on the outside since the opening lap, so I think this will be quite favorable for us, actually. Noah's very strong on the restarts. It helps that he's got the selection and all. As for the strategy, what to do with everyone else, like Prince and whatnot, I think if the cautions keep coming, they'll have the advantage in the end. It's less cars that we're probably going to have to start behind, and more laps on their tires.
It sounds like it's going to be a challenge, but hopefully we get to talk to you at the end of this race. Nick, focus, keep the shiny side up, and hopefully we talk to you soon, man. Have a good one.
You as well.
So Pressy gets to restart on the outside of Noah Belleville in that 41. How about Matt Kent? In that 31. To the inside of Tom Seary. Riley Wright sitting in fifth. Cody Riggs to his inside. Steven Oberstadt on the inside of Matt Seeger, who's rounding out the top 10. Terry Freer in the 86, he's at the back. Connor Cordes sitting in 20th, he's at the back of this one. We're going to have 71 laps to go in the season opener. Green flag is out. It's Thomas Andrews again. Is he going to come back onto the racetrack? He doesn't. We stay green. The four-time champion has not had a good night tonight. What happened here? Blue Deuce goes for another spill. One car goes around by himself. It does not bring out a caution in Thursday Night Thunder, so Thomas Andrews running in 20th. Two cars just went green. One of them went into the wall. Toby Estes goes in way too hard into turn number 1. Is that Dale Markowski? Justin Shoup? Everybody's involved in this one again. Nowhere for Ryan Pennell to go. Terry Freer barreling through Ryan Pennell like he's not even there. Oh, they're already in the wall. Markowski in the 33. Just gets loose out of 2. Nowhere for Shoup to go. Honeybrink, look at Jacob Prince. He does make a little contact, but he sneaks through there. I want to know what Terry Freer's thinking at this point. Right on board with Markowski. Markowski's just trying to compensate at this point. And Terry Freer sails Ryan Pennell into the air. Why wouldn't you back off? The track is blocked. Why would you not back off sooner? On board with Markowski. There's the contact with Estes. And he just gets loose out of the corner, tries to recover it. Nowhere for him to go. And Terry Freer. One more time. Let's go on board with the 86. and Pennell will sail into the night sky. Terry Freer will run 6th. Seth Wanting with even more damage. Noah Belleville stays at the front of this race with Nicholas Pressey behind him. How about Steven Oberstadt running in the 3rd position? Rookie Ryan Lindemann in 4th, and another rookie, Matt Seeger, sitting in 5th. Monday is going to be a special night. The Mazdas are back. Mazda Mondays. And the Arc's MX-5 Cup returns to Rick James TV, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and we're putting those fun little 4-cylinder go-karts around the Phoenix Raceway. I can't wait. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. So join us there, and then next week we're going to be a little more spread out. We're going to have a lot less cautions than what we have tonight. I promise you on everything I love. We're going to have less cautions than what we have tonight, last week at Rocky. If this is your first Thursday Night Thunder week, please don't judge us on this. We are so much more green in terms of racing laps than this. It's a very, very difficult track, but we're gonna bring it on home. You better believe it. We're gonna have fun the whole way too. The green flag is out. Belleville continues to lead. Terry Freer 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. Oh, this is dangerous. Are they going to make it again? Freer in the 86. Just barely holding on to it. These race cars are out here slicing and dicing everything. Pennell gets to the inside of Freer and gets around him. No contact between them. We're inside the final 60. How about Nicholas Pressey to the outside of Noah Belleville? Pressey has never won in Thursday Night Thunder before, and he's challenging last season's 4-time winner. Pressey behind that 41. Gosh, he wants this one bad, and he's in the wall. Will he hold on to it? Belleville to the inside. On board with Oberstadt. Belleville holds on. You know, and despite all those wrecks tonight, Thomas Andrews is still running in a top 10 position. It's just a very difficult car. Tom Sears also running in the top 10. Several drivers coming down on lap 100, 114, 115 there during that most recent caution. Belleville in that 41, still leading. There's Pressey in second. How about Matt Kent in the 4th position with Matt Seeger on his outside, and the rookie says, "You don't scare me." The 16213simware.com Chevy makes way for the 99 of Jacob Prince, who now sneaks into the top 5. Briley Wright, he wants a piece of this in that 29. Coming up behind him, Tom Sears in that 14. Thomas Andrews behind Tom Sears. Dale Markowski sitting in the 11th position. Honeybrink up 12 places from where he started in that Home Depot machine. How about Ryan Pennell also catching up to these two? Estes in the 8 wants a piece of them, and he's going to get even closer into turn number 3. How about this? 3 wide through turns 3 and 4, and these guys know how it's done. Off of turn 4, Pennell gets loose, and there goes Cordes for a little bit of a trip down to the inside line. He's okay, just brush the dirt off your shoulders there, and they survive that 3 wide passing through turn number 4. Tom Sears has had incident in the 14. What happened to the Massachusetts pilot? Just lost it out the corner. Didn't hit anything. He just lost it. Honeybrink ahead of Withers and Estes. The number 12 of Ryan Pennell sits behind them both. Matt Kent just desperately trying to hold off Jacob Prince, who's been running in second all race long. Lindemann in the 5-1 just to the outside of Dale Markowski. Justin Shoup and Thomas Andrews 2x2 but behind them. Andrews on the outside of Shoup. Lindemann in the 5-1. Those two side by side. Thomas Andrews trying to get around him. Seth Wansing in the 9 coming up behind that 2 car. Now Wansing wants a piece. He wants to get into the top 10, and Thomas Andrews just sits in his way. Connor Cordes recently used a fast repair. Look at that gorgeous number 4. Reese's machine running in 14th on the lead lap. Tristan Catania. One car I haven't talked about, as much as I love to talk about Jeff Gordon paint schemes. This one I have not mentioned tonight. So Richie, good Lord. Richie's the older of the 2 Catania brothers. Richie running in 18 is the last car on the lead lap, and then Toby Estes in 19 is the first car 1 lap down, so he sits in that lucky dog position, and there's the man that's trying to fight him for it. Ryan Pennell behind the number 9 of Seth Wansing with a smashed up front end, but the LSU Chevrolet soldiers on. At the front, it remains Noah Belleville, almost 2 seconds ahead of Nick Pressey. This is the largest lead he's had all night long, and we've got just over 40 laps to go. Is Belleville getting quicker? Is Pressey getting slower? Here comes Kent trying to challenge the 94. Jacob Prince all over the back end of the 31, on board with car 3-1. Prince on the outside of Kent while Kent's trying to get one over on Pressey, but the door open on the outside, and he's going to go right through if he can find the grip. Connor Cordes on the inside of John Honeybrink, a couple of orange cars side by side. And the 4 of Cordes gets out ahead. How about Thomas Andrews on the outside of Seth Wansing? This is the battle for the 10th position, and the Kansas City Pilot goes to the inside just behind. There goes Pressey. It's Nick Pressey. Pressey's gone around in the 94. Nicholas Pressey has crashed in the 94 after running in the top 3 all night long. And the yellow flag has come out, which means one other driver was involved. Let's see what happened with Pressey. Oh, I hope Prince didn't get into the back of him. And that may have been the case. Matt Kent also involved too. Now the 31 has damage. The 2-9 of Briley Wright scattered. Connor Cordes just misses the 94. Let's see what happened. Was there contact? I'm trying to find the angle where there's contact between the 2 race cars, but it's so hard. I just think there's enough there to put the 94 around. There goes the 8. Not sure where that came from. Yeah, there's the contact right there, and very unlike Jacob Prince tonight, he's been very smooth. And that move was less smooth than what we're used to, but now Steven Oberstadt goes to the front as he chooses not to pit. So we're going to restart with a rookie on point. Fans, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more TNT Racing. We've got fewer than 40 to go. About to go green here with Steven Oberstadt in the 38. He's going to be leading us to the line. Cody Riggs coming around to get his lap back. Justin Shoup goes to the outside. Dakota Long asking what happened to Jacob Prince and the 41. Well, Jacob Prince sitting in the 5th position. He recently came down pit road on this most recent caution, as did Noah Belleville in that 41. Drivers who did not come down, the top 3. Seth Wansing, Justin Shoup, Steven Oberstadt. Last pitted on lap 114 and 100, respectively. Bit of a gamble. He's rolling the dice. That's a bold rookie in his opening race. Green flag is out at the Fairgrounds.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Around goes Belleville. Kent's also involved. 12 cautions tonight. Wow. The 41 and the 99 of Jacob Prince both pitting under that most recent caution, but now we have a yellow. And Noah Belleville, the driver that's involved, this is right off the restart. Jacob Prince with an aggressive move, but no contact to the 41. It's Seth Wansing who made contact with the 41. Rookie Matt Seeger got a piece of that. Tommy Withers, Nick Pressey. Just caution after caution tonight. And definitely, I would say, not the brightest night for TNT. Definitely an embarrassing night for TNT tonight. Not something that they're used to. And now, with almost a lot of certainty, I can tell you that TNT definitely didn't have 12 cautions probably all last season. And you know what? I am being dramatic. We probably did have 12 cautions last season, but it's right around that number. I'm actually curious just to find out what the numbers are on that. But the Nashville Fairgrounds eating another driver alive. Seth Wansing comes up off the lower lane right into the 41 of Noah Belleville. Turns the 41 around. Nowhere for Seeger to go. The 33 also catching a piece of that. Thomas Andrews, Tommy Withers, Nick Pressey, all involved. Dakota Long says that's what happens when you bring in ENEA guys. And it looks like Seth Wansing might have been the catalyst behind that one. 31 laps to go this time by. Steven Oberstadt leading this race. And see if we can have a quick word with the rookie Oberstadt. Steven, Rick James up top. Can you hear me?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Well, buddy, I'm wondering why in the hell we got 12 cautions out here tonight. Is the racetrack that hard? Because you've known, and remind me, Steven, is this your first TNT race, or did you run with us last season as well?
I ran a couple last season.
I thought so. Now, I'm not sure if you were part of any of those caution-free races, but this track just seems to be not cooperating with the TNT style of racing. We're used to seeing 0 to 2 cautions each race, and here we have 12. What's going on?
Yeah, I think I ran 2 or 3 last season, and I believe all of them went green the whole way. I just think people are having trouble with the pedal on the right on the exit. You know, you really have to. You got to steer the car with the throttle, and it's a little. This car's a little greasy and a little bit more power than most people are used to, especially at a shorter track. So it can get a little squirrely. But it's fun. I'm having a blast.
You're leading so far, but you now have the oldest tires on the racetrack. How are you going to keep the car out front?
I'm not. I'm definitely not. But we're going to just try to get a good finish.
We'll see what happens here. Green flag about to come out, Steve-O. Best of luck. Oberstadt will go back to racing again. The green flag is out with 30 to go. Emily Seeger cheering for the ENEA guys. Jobu in the chat says some of these guys need to go back to driver's training. I promise you, this is a lot more yellows than what we've seen here. Ava's talking about the dent wizard out here as well. Look at this, 3 wide off of turn number 4. Oh, this is getting scary. You want these guys to make it, you really do, but you also want to see that green flag stay out there. And just as I say that, the curse of the commentator strikes again. We've got cars crashing behind them. So the 13th caution of the evening comes out. And this time it looks like Toby Estes might have been involved. Tom Sears also involved. Christian Withers may have gotten a piece of this one. Sears puts two wheels on the apron, gets loose out of the corner. Everybody else bunches up, but behind them, Christian Withers got involved in an unrelated matter. Keep your eyes on the 6-9. Same thing happened to Withers. The car just goes around nowhere for Toby Estes to go. And that is caution number 13. Ava says it looks like a truck race out there. I don't disagree. So we're going to let these guys get sorted together, and we're going to come back for the final 25 laps of racing, fans. Don't go anywhere. Been kind of that night. Lots of crashes tonight. I wonder if there's a full moon in the sim. I think there's a full moon above the racetrack. I want to get like a camera that shows me that. So it's going to be 22 laps to go when we get the green flag. Jacob Prince sits ahead of Matt Seeger, the ENEA rookie, in that second position. See if we can get a hold of this new guy and see what he thinks about the racing so far. Matt Seeger, Rick James up top. Can you hear me? Nope. Let's try again. Matt Seeger, Rick James up top. You got me? Matt Seeger, Rick James in the booth.
What's going on?
Hey, there you are, buddy. All right, so we're going green this time by, my friend. It looks like we're going to try and keep this as smooth as possible, but you got a chance to win this one against your old pal Jacob Prince?
I think so. I mean, we're playing with house money. I shouldn't even be up here right now, so like I said, we're playing with house money. We'll see what happens.
Best of luck, my friend. Keep it tight, keep it light. We'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
What the hell does keep it tight, keep it light mean? I have no idea. I just made that up. Like, you ever see the movie, what is it? I Love You, Man, where Paul Rudd just starts making up dumb sayings? That's what that felt like. Jacob Prince leading this race, 22 to go. And they've crashed immediately. You've got to be kidding me. This is unbelievable. This is unfreaking believable. Oh, my God. Okay, well, let's rack them and stack them one more time. Can you imagine if Tony Stewart was in this race? He'd be pissed off. So, yeah, Dakota Long says this is terrible, and I tend to agree with him. Well, not what we're used to. Certainly not what we're used to, and I think at this point it's about time that we do the math in this race, but 14 cautions is actually, and I've been paraphrasing all race and exaggerating, but I genuinely think that 14 cautions is very, very similar, if not equal, to the amount of cautions we had in last season. Yeah. So we're inside the final 20. And this track just seems to be getting the best out of a lot of drivers here, just right off the restart. Not good. So let's go back and let's see what happened off that green flag. Let's have a look with Nick Pressey. One car didn't go, and it looks like it's the Reese's machine. Cordes slams into the wall. Nowhere for Mongol to go. Sears, Freer, Stauffer, Riggs, Shoup. And I think that was one more that just got spun around. Wow. Getting stacked up. And you just see the 4 car get lifted. I don't think he got a great restart in a really heavy hit. Goodness. Looks like the 4 may have just spun the tires. One more look at Cordes. See if he gets traction. See if he gets squirrely. Have a listen. And you just heard him lift off the throttle. One more time with the 4. Just a lot of horsepower and not a lot of grip on the racetrack, and it causes a big crash with 18 laps to go. Rookie Jacob Prince leading this race. Matt Seeger in second. Dale Markowski in third. 4 rookies, occupying the podium positions with 17 laps remaining. In the season opener of TNT Season 8, where we've had just about as many cautions in this race as we've had last season. I think I've seen it all, and then I haven't. And I promise you, on everything I love, next week at Rockingham is not going to be this problematic. I promise you. They're going to have a lot more room. It's going to be a track that these drivers recognize, and we're going to get our crap together. Believe that. I'll tell you what. If we have more cautions at Rockingham next week, I'm giving one random fan $20. How about that? Quote me on it. I'll PayPal you myself. Green flag is out with 16 to go at the Fairgrounds. Pressy goes around. There goes the 69 of Christian Withers. We stay green. There goes Elrich George. He's also spun. Caution is out for the 15th time tonight. Avis says, I'll take that $20. Tune in next week then. Tune in next week. Tune in next week. Participate in the chat. If we have more than 15 cautions next week at Rockingham, somebody gets $20. I'll PayPal you myself. Cash App, Venmo, whatever. I'll put my money where my mouth is if we have more than 15 cautions next week at Rockingham. Somebody gets $20. A random fan. Quote me on it. This is not TNT in the slightest. Emily Seeger wants in on that as well. Tune in next week. Participate in the chat. If we have more than 15 cautions next week at Rockingham, a random fan gets $20. Chobu says, this looks like me and Noah playing NASCAR 2014 when we tried to wreck each other. Noah Belleville currently running in the 7th position. Jacob Prince sitting in the 1st position. Matt Seeger in 2nd. Markowski Lindemann 3rd and 4th. We're going to hope to take what will be the final break tonight, fans. 2 minutes, and we'll be back for the final 10-some laps at Nashville. We're almost there. Stick with us. 4 rookies in the top 4 with 10 laps to go at the Nashville Fairgrounds. And again, if you've just tuned in, it's been 15 cautions tonight. And I'll say it one more time. If we have more than 15 cautions at Rockingham next week, a fan gets $20. Green flag is out, 10 laps to go at the Fairgrounds. Great jump by Prince. Caution number 16 is out. Cody Riggs bouncing down the racetrack. And 4 cars, one of them being Steven Oberstadt, caught up in this one. Toby Estes gets into Terry Freer in the 86 and turns him around, but ahead of them. A couple other drivers got into it. Looks like Thomas Andrews caught a piece of this as well. Tommy Withers involved. Nick Pressey got a piece of this. Look at Cody Riggs. Elridge George, he was involved. Sean Honeybrink already going around when this started. Let's see what happened with the 20. 3 wide into turn 3. Noah Belleville slides up the racetrack, gets right into the 20. That starts an accordion with the 9. And everybody gets bunched up from there. Toby Estes running in 14th. Jacob Prince still leading this race, coming to 6 laps to go. The top 4 has not changed, but how about Noah Belleville running in 5th? We're going to restart this race with 4 laps to go, and TNT does use green-white checkers. We have up to 3 green-white checkered attempts to get this race complete. We mentioned it earlier, but on Monday, the MX-5s are coming back to Rick James TV. Mazda Mondays coming on down to the stream. We're coming for our 3rd season of the MX-5s, and we're driving those around the Phoenix Raceway. It's okay if those rack up 16 cautions, because that's hilarious. We love those little things. But in TNT, we don't like seeing 16 cautions in a race, and we promise you we're going to bring better racing next week. And again, we promise you we're going to bring better racing next week, or one lucky fan wins $20. It's that easy. We will bring you better next week. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We will absolutely improve next week at Rockingham. We'll have more room for these cars to spread out and have some fun, and we know you're going to have fun with us as well. That's going to be the 25th of January, if my math is right, 8:40 Eastern, right here on Rick James TV. Be sure to check out Drip Diecast and Collectibles on Facebook for all of these awesome diecasts and more. Let's go racing. Three to go this time by. Justin Shoup to the inside of Ryan Lindemann. Noah Belleville trying to get ahead. How about Seth Wansing running in 4th? Rookie Markowski right ahead of him. Matt Seeger in 2nd. Does he have anything for Jacob Prince? Wansing up 21 places from where he started this race. Imagine that. His first TNT race back in months, and he's up 21 spots. Just 1.25 miles to go for Jacob Prince with a 0.6 of a second lead on Matt Seeger. Dale Markowski in 3rd. The rookie up 15 places from where he started. Wansing in 4th. White flag out this time by. Prince off that fourth corner. He will collect the white flag, and it's a race no matter what. 6/10 back to Seeger. Markowski sitting ahead of Wansing, but here comes Belleville to the inside of Wansing. Belleville with one more last-ditch effort for third. Will he get to the inside of Markowski? He's going to try, but he won't get there, and it's rookie Jacob Prince winning the opening race in TNT Season 8. Dakota Long with congratulations, and Jacob Prince, the rookie, winning the season opener in TNT. How about that? And it's going to be a well-deserved celebration. The double nine comes down to the start-finish line, and he's going to burn the house down in the Office Depot Ford. And the 91 of Justin Shoup will celebrate. And we're going to put them in the booth here. Fans at home, don't go anywhere. We're going to have podium interviews in just a moment. On the podium now with our top three, and it's all rookies tonight. Let's start with the double three of Dale Markowski in that Tracker Boat Chevrolet. Dale, first race, first podium. Great run tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I know the race was a little bit of a chaotic show, but at the same time, I had fun. These cars are a blast to drive.
Are an awesome blast to drive, and now next week at Rockingham, 2 podiums in a row. What do you think?
I don't know. There's a lot of tough competition in TNT. I'm just happy to. I'm going to shoot for a top 10. We'll see what happens. I would love to have another podium, but I know there's a lot of other talented guys out there, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see you in a week's time. Congratulations on third. Looking at our silver medalist tonight, one Matt Seeger, rookie last year in ENEA with a win. Rookie this year in TNT, and already he starts with a silver medal around his neck. And next week at The Rock. What do you think, Matt? 2 for 2?
Man, we'll see. I mean, tonight was chaotic. I mean, so much happened for me. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I mean, we got nothing to lose. Might as well.
We'll see you in a week's time. We'll see you at The Rock, man. Hopefully one better than second. Congratulations on second.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And at the top of this one, we've got number 99, another rookie. First race, first win, and next week going for 2 in a row at The Rock, Jacob Prince. With congratulations from Dakota Long and other fans in the chat as well. Gold medal in your TNT debut. How about it?
Yeah, feels really good. You know, I felt like I was pretty fast all night, and I was able to keep the car under me and not slip it too much. So I felt like the key was going to be not making mistakes, and I obviously didn't get as many long runs there as I figured we would. But you know, it pays to run up front, and luckily I had the right strategy. As soon as I got within my fuel window right there, whenever the cautions first started getting bad, I went ahead and pitted. So that kind of gave me some position on the over some other guys, and just worked out for me. So glad to get the win. Still feel like I got some work to do in these cars, but I'm close. So that's good for me.
1 week away from potentially your second win in the series at The Rock. What do you got?
Yeah, you know, I feel like Rockingham has a lot of the similar characteristics as this track does. You know, it's really bumpy, really loose off the turns. A little bit faster track, bigger track, but I feel like it's pretty similar in some ways. So hopefully I can go in there and have another good run. You know, obviously it's a long season and a long grind, so week by week, just trying to finish as good as I can and see what we look like at points whenever we get towards the end of the year.
We'll see you in a week's time. Congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
Fans at home, don't forget to check out the good folks over at Drip Diecast and Collectibles on Facebook, your #1 Facebook store for all your NASCAR memorabilia, not even just diecasts either. So check them out over on Facebook, and they got an eBay store as well. Drip Diecasts and Collectibles. Get that gift for your special someone at Drip. Fans at home, that concludes tonight's festivities. Lurkin' Tom in the chat, kind of saying what we're all thinking. Not a great way to start the season, but that's what's awesome about 16 races, is that we have 15 more chances to have one of the best seasons ever. And really, let's be honest, it can only get better from here. And we know it's going to get better from here. So we invite you to come with us Monday night. We're going to have so much fun in those MX-5s. I promise you it's going to be a blast. And then next Thursday, we take it to a much more wide open range for these horses to unleash their power on the racetrack. The Rockingham Speedway is the site of round #2 in the 8th Thursday Night Thunder Championship. And until that next race, everybody please stay safe. Do take care of each other, and we will see you